Welcome to our Thursday night chill with myself and my guest, who's always here. And we'll get into that in just a second. But first, like I said, he's always here.
Why, yes, hello there.
I pulled a fast one on you, didn't I?
You did.
Hey, you pulled a fast one on me on Friday, so I pulled a fast one on you today.
What'd I do Friday?
The worst possible thing. You stabbed me in the back, man. Just and then twisted the knife. Hell, I didn't even know Kevin Nash had a comic book.
Ah.
And
yeah,
you were
neither
the
did the guy
one to put wrestling on Friday night because I was not prepared.
Well, even the guy who was ringing me out didn't realize there was Kevin Nash comic book, so.
Yeah, but that just kind of made you number one contender. I don't like that shit.
Well, hey. Yeah, it's not, that belt's been with you for far too long.
That. You're going to pay for that.
All right, well,
I don't know when. Don't know where. But you're going to pay.
Well, you still got the belt, so I mean, hey.
It's right there. Right there.
Yeah. I mean, I think it should be back there, but hey.
It's right there. For everybody to see. Card Shop Reality is first one here. Thumbs up back at you. And a couple of horns. Diecast is here. I watched a few minutes of your unboxing. I'll go back and catch it on a replay because I only watched a couple of seconds of it. Mama Wolf, glad to see you. Veronica Midkay is here. John Beck is here. Wow, we got a good people. Got a good number of people today. And there's Jackson Roy Kirk. I got a bunch of comics behind me and some toys and just all kinds of stuff. We're going to have fun tomorrow.
Funnery on a Friday.
Yep. I will have something wrestling tomorrow.
You'll have what?
Do you realize last Friday was the first time I have not at least shown something that had to do with wrestling since I got the belt?
Well, there you go. That wasn't even planned or scripted, believe it or not.
Yep. Coverly Chaos, glad to see you. Hood Inc., how are you doing, my friend? I have a problem.
What's that?
I got something that I can't. Just its mere presence in my house is as close to sacrilege as I could possibly get. It is the worst possible thing I could ever get. It came in a box of miscellaneous toys that I picked up when I bought some comics today.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got to get rid of it. I mean, I can't. This cannot stand. This cannot be in my house or in my possession. Someone needs to take this off of my hands for $4 or $5. $5 I think would be a good price since it's a Walmart exclusive. But it's the Harley Quinn Impopster. Let me see, put something back behind it so we can get a better look.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's nice. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen, $5, the Harley Quinn Impops.
Please buy it. It's not allowed to be in my house. But I got some other neat stuff. Yeah, it doesn't want to do it. You know my camera gets lazy.
Yeah.
I got some stuff that I thought was cool. You got a Hot Wheels.
I believe John's in for 5 for your pop there, Chaos.
Okay.
Sold.
Thank you, John. I do appreciate it. I'll just add it to whatever you happen to buy tomorrow.
Here, we'll make it official.
What's that?
Here, we'll make it official.
Oh, okay. But, yeah, I got a Despicable Me car from Hot Wheels. Thought that was kind of cool. I got some rubber duckies. These are awesome. It's like the ultimate rubber ducky right there.
Oh, nice.
It's the Joker rubber ducky.
I was getting ready to say that looks like Joker. So Chaos, it's official now. Bam, boom.
Okay, all right.
Thank you, John. Appreciate that.
But to be honest, I wasn't going to take the toys, and then I saw this, and I knew I had to take the toys too because
a rubber ducky Wonder Woman.
Yeah,
that's neat.
That is going in my collection.
That is way neat.
That is not going in the rubber ducky bag. That is going in my collection. And those are the only 2 rubber duckies I got out of that box. I'll probably end up keeping both of them. Let's see. I got a Hot Wheels mystery model. It was already open, so, you know. It is the good one, the gold Batmobile.
Oh, that's nice. Don't remember the gold Batmobile, but that's still nice.
It was only available this way. And I got a Green Lantern wind-up. I actually got 2 of these. So,
isn't that a pop?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, it is not a pop. So this is a bullseye toy. So okay. I can have that.
Perlini, appreciate you stopping in, kind ma'am. Thank you very much.
And I got a Funko Werewolf. And that's cool. I don't mind that. I mean, it's the werewolf that, you know, and it's not a pop. Yes, it's made by the same company, but it's not a pop, so it's okay. Mm-hmm. I separated all of the Marvel characters into a bag. There's like 3 or 4 Spider-Mans and an Iron Man and a Captain America. I might have to keep that Captain America because it looks like the one from the first movie.
Okay, yeah.
And of the movies, that's actually my favorite. And a couple of Star Wars figures. These are a soft plastic. And I didn't know they made a female pilot.
I did not either.
I got some little cars. I put these in bags. I separated them already to make it easy. But there's a neat one in here. It's a tractor. And, you know, everybody likes tractors, right? Especially when Charlie Brown's driving.
Cute. Very cute.
So, yeah. I got a kick out of that. What else? We got a little Snoopy cup of some sort. Snoopy and Woodstock. I'm a Woodstock fan, so I'll probably have to keep that. A 007 gun. Couple of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, nice.
DVD.
Okay.
Now I have that on VHS, but I can't watch it because it's on VHS, and I don't have a VHS player anymore.
Now that's the old cartoon, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the Max Fleischer. And then I got some little figures. I got Green Lantern and Aquaman.
Nice.
Batman. It gets better. Deadshot. There's 24 of these figures. I only got 7 of them. Bane. You know, had to get Bane, the reason you don't collect Batman anymore. I think that's Batman 2099, isn't it? Or something like that.
Batman Beyond.
Batman Beyond, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, There you go.
Okay.
Batwoman.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was neat. And then this I'll probably offer up for sale.
What's that?
Monsters Inc.
Oh, is it a DVD?
No.
Oh, wow. VHS.
Somebody will want it. If I price it well. And then some cards that I don't care about. Mostly Twilight. They've been opened, but nothing's been removed from the packs as far as I can tell. Looks like they opened them, thumbed through the cards, and stuck them back in the pack. So, yeah. The toy part of it was pretty good, I think. Oh, yeah, and I got a Charlie Brown variant. The only thing I can think of is after 70 years, he decided he didn't want to wear a yellow shirt and changed it to blue.
Yeah, that is kind of interesting. Now, is there a tag on that?
No. There's a place where the tag was.
Gotcha. Okay.
But it says, let's see, Charlie Brown, 1950 United Features Syndicate, Inc. But there's no more current date, so I'm going to have to do some research on this. But yeah, I'll probably offer that up to sale.
Yeah, blue variant shirt, Charlie Brown. That's something you don't see every day.
It's got like foam or something in there. And some of the comics that are up there came out of the boxes I got. The Star Wars that you can't see. There's a Web of Venom, Carnage Born, Bronze Age Shade, the Changing Man, Fred Himbeck Destroys the Marvel Universe, Chewbacca #1 from Marvel, Fallen Angels #1, Daredevil #1, but not the one that I want. Star Wars Shadows of the Empire, that actually came out of my collection. And the one you can't see, well, you can't see any of them. But then the other one is, it's just kind of cool. I have to show you this one. But then you've seen a picture of it already.
Oh, yeah. That is cool.
Batman Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1.
That is way cool.
So, yeah. And a few of those have comics behind them. And then I'll probably offer this up for sale tomorrow. And this is the hardback.
Okay, cool.
With Dust Jacket.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll have a couple of cool things. Oh yeah, and I got a couple of these. And an Iron Man Intex and a Spider-Man Intex. So you know what I'm going to do with these, right?
Put them in the Batmobile. Yeah, make your own Marvel DC mashup. There you go.
If it'll fit. Oh, he won't go in there.
Of course not.
They're evil. That's okay. He'll go in here. I just have to remember that he's in there.
Done that.
I'll try to find something else to put them in. Like a little bag or something. Just happen to have one down here. I keep these on hand. The sandwich bags and the quartz bag, because you never know when you're going to need them for putting little figures in. So yeah, that was. Oh yeah. I got that too.
Cool. What is that?
It's a little Snoopy. No, I don't know what it looks like. It was attached to something at one time. wonder if that's a magnet. No, it isn't a magnet. But unfortunately, it's chipped right here. So
Yeah, good.
something good to stick in my background because I don't have enough stuff. And of course, you saw this, but they didn't. It's yet another Transformer.
Yeah, that is the 2013 Voyager class Blitzwing triple changer.
Yeah. I don't know why I keep getting Transformers. That means I have to learn to transform them, and I don't like doing that.
Well, I mean, I know where all the instructions are.
Yeah, I found a bunch of them because I found that one while I was waiting for you to identify it. I found it. Oh, okay. Well, actually, I didn't have to wait. The identification came instantly. The instructions took a while because you were doing something else. So, yeah. And then these I got the other day in bags. Some little construction vehicles.
Oh, cool.
This actually is a Tonka,
Oh,
and so is this one.
well, that's cool. Those are definitely die-cast. I can hear them. I can hear them clanking.
Yeah. And this is all plastic here, but it's still a construction vehicle. I always liked those when I was little.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely fun.
Oh, this is Tonka also. You probably can't read it, but I can. Which is amazing that I can read anything that's small. But yeah. Got some cool toys. Got a box of Tomb of Dracula that I need to go through. I figure with that box and what I already have, I should only be missing one.
Nice.
And then the doubles, of course, eventually will go up for sale. I got a whole bunch of Silver Surfer, not the originals, but the 90s run, which Ron Lim did an amazing job on that one.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of G.I. Joe comics.
Wait a minute. What year?
I don't know yet. I didn't look at the years.
Let me see them. Or let me see one. Oh, I didn't mean. I thought they were within. Okay, never mind. Oops. Well, ladies and gentlemen, while Chaos is going to get the book, I didn't mean for him to get up. Make sure you click subscribe, hit the notification bell, go into one of the videos, let him know that Patrick Murphy sent you. That's right. This is the part where Patrick Murphy. Oh yeah, that. Oh dude, that's out of the 80s.
It's number 61.
That's out of the original run. You can't hear me.
What'd you say?
That's out of the original run.
Yeah, I know. I knew it was original run.
Oh, well, okay. Communication, ladies and gentlemen. Communication. That's right. So this is the part where I stall for even some more time. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. So hope you're having a great evening. I know I am. Oh, but now he's back. So we'll go ahead and switch back over here.
Do you really think I would bother telling you if they were Dark Horse or IDW?
Well, no. When you said you didn't know which ones they were, that's why I was like, let me see one. I can at least identify which run it is.
Oh, hi, Prolini. Don't want to get in trouble by not saying hi to her.
Yeah, I said hi to her earlier.
We never lived that down.
When you were showing your stuff.
Yeah. Let's see. I got a couple of Fantastic Four. I got some DC stuff that I have to go through. I got some a little bit of gold, a little bit of silver, a little bit of Bronze Age stuff. So, all in all, I'm pretty happy with what I picked up today.
Well, good.
Got some stuff that I think people will be interested in buying.
Nice.
And some stuff that will be interested in going into my collection.
There.
Yeah, I've got I'm a happy camper with today's deal.
Good.
I'm an even happier camper because I won't have that in my possession past the weekend.
I know how you feel about Funkos.
It's not Funko. I don't have any trouble with the company. It's just the pops I don't want in my possession.
And why don't you want them in your possession?
Because I don't want to go down that rabbit hole.
Because you'll start collecting them, won't you?
Yeah, because they actually are kind of cute. And even though they look stupid, they're still kind of cute. And I know if I get one and hang on to it, the next thing I know, I'll have 1,000.
Okay, so I have one currently. It is the Walmart or Walgreens Adam Warlock exclusive because, well, it's Adam Warlock.
Right.
Which, ironically enough, I picked up an Adam Warlock Imaginext figure earlier that day, and then I just happened to be at Walgreens. I'm like, all right, it's going to be an Adam Warlock day. And the only one that I'm really seeking, that I really do want, is there's an Elvira. Well, it's specific. It's the Elvira rock candy version, not the Funko Pop one. And they even make a Funko Pop where she's on the couch, and it's got that head sculpt that I don't really care for. But the rock candy head sculpt is different than the regular Funko Pops. They're a little bit taller, and the head, while it's still kind of bigger, it's not as like what's the word I'm looking for?
Blocky?
Yeah. So that's the only one that I could truly say that I'm on the hunt for.
That's why I don't have a problem with this. Yes, the head is outsized, but it's not square. It's not blocky, and it's kind of cute. I can live with that.
Right.
So I'll probably go ahead and get a couple of these, the horror classic ones. One in particular I'm looking at is the Elvira one.
Yeah.
Because it's cute.
You see, the rock candy, while it's sort of cute, it's also kind of true to what Elvira is. If that makes sense. I don't want to mix cute in my Elvira. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Although if somebody gave you one, you'd probably take it.
I guess.
Not going to say you'd keep it, but you'd probably take it. I'm surprised they've never done a Lady Death Funko.
Don't. Well,
No.
There's so much Lady Death stuff that I don't have anyway, so I'm not worried about it.
No, I don't want a Lady Death Pop. I want a Lady Death Funko. With the exaggerated features.
That box would be one of those like big boxes then. Have you seen the big Funko boxes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've come close to buying a couple of those.
There's a couple shops up at the flea market, and there's two shops, and they're in the same row, and that's all they do. And it's like, you guys couldn't like figure out. I mean, there's like 10 rows of shops in this place. It's like walking out of a Starbucks into another Starbucks.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. I get it. I don't get it. It's whatever. I guess the battle of the Funko Pops is on at the flea market, so yeah, I'll just go over to the fried chicken place.
Yeah, I know a couple of coffee shops back when I was younger that they were right across the street from each other. And the guy putting the sign in his window because he wanted more business, but best coffee in world's best coffee is what he put down. And the guy across the street went, screw this, best coffee on the block. He had more business.
When I was growing up, and still to this day, so there's this small town USA, and on the corner there's a stoplight, and on each four of the corners is a gas station. And the thing of it is, it's like, you don't think that that's like, too crazy. But when I say small town USA, well, I mean, I guess it's not technically small town because they do got a stoplight. but it's like, what is the necessity for 4 gas stations being all on there?
Well, people have brand loyalty when it comes to gas, which makes no sense because it's basically all the same. It usually comes from the same refinery. There's a few different chemicals added into the different gases, and that's it.
Yeah. One of the 4 did go out of business. But there is still 3 remaining down there. 2 of them are, well, one's definitely a chain. One is a third-party chain, and then the other one's just a mom and pop.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, whatever. Rock on with your bad selves.
I remember a place that there was a Golf. There was it was an Esso, but later they changed it to Exxon, of course. And then there was the Texaco, and they were all in the same block. The Golf station, they did okay. The Esso station, they did okay. They were competing price wise. The Texaco station had their gas marked up to over $1 a gallon. This was back when gas was like 40 or 50 cents a gallon, and he would always be packed with customers. Number one, it was full service. Number two, he was also a mechanic shop.
Yeah, being a mechanic shop definitely helps.
He didn't want to pump gas, so he raised the price by $1. And we still sold a lot of gas. Yeah, I worked there for a little while.
Okay, nothing wrong with that. Now, when you worked there as a full service tech, did you get tips?
I was a pump jockey. Yeah, I got tips.
Okay, because I remember like when I was growing up, my grandmother, we would go to the station, one of the full service stations, and she would tip the attendant, which, I mean, to me it didn't seem out of the norm, but I was in a chat, I want to say as recent as probably maybe this week or last month, because time is non-existent in my world anymore.
Yeah.
Side note, no, I won't side note that, but yeah, no, she tipped him, and it's like they were talking about going to a full service station, and they were like, "Do you tip him?" I'm like, well, yeah, he's providing a service for you, and if you didn't want to tip him, then you should have went down to the regular where you get out and pump it yourself.
The self-serve, yeah.
Yeah, especially in today's age, man. I mean, really, how many full service stations do you see?
Go to Oregon.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
No, from what I understand, Oregon, they have to pump your gas. You can't pump your own gas.
Oh, is it a state regulation or something?
Yeah, I think so. It's either Oregon or Washington that does that.
Well, it's probably because everybody's on Instagram and not paying attention, and they've blown each other up because they're not paying attention, and the spark from the Instagram.
But I remember there was a list of things that I had to do for every car that came in, and if I didn't do them, I got my tail jacked up. You had to check the oil. You had to check the air in the tires. You had to check the transmission fluid. You had to clean their windshield, front and back, and side if they requested.
Mm-hmm.
And but back there we would also do a check on the battery. We would.
Oh wow!
We would also do a hydrometer check on the battery.
Nice.
So, it was full service.
That was full service. I remember some of those. I don't remember all, but you gotta understand, I was a kid. I think the station that we went to was was 76 Golf?
No, Phillips.
Phillips. Okay, yeah, I think it was a Phillips station then, because I remember.
I think
76.
Golf might have bought them. But,
yeah, so I remember like there was like some blur of the logo there.
And I think Sunoco and Texaco merged.
Yeah, Pearl hit it. Yep. Lawsuits in Oregon, so they serve you at the gas pumps. We still have a full service gas station here. It's retiring at the end of the month. Oh.
If I were inclined to open a gas station or have a gas station, I would want it to be full service. In other words, there would be pumps that you could pump it yourself. Pumps that when you pull up to them, you get full service.
Yeah, now having both that makes sense, because I'll be honest with you, I'm type person that Well, everything that you listed is important, and I would want to know, like, on a regular, consistent basis. I wouldn't want that every single time that I went to the gas station.
Right.
And I understand that you were probably on a time limit. Like, say if they wanted $5 in gas, you had to complete most of that list within that 5-minute time slot.
Yeah.
Or $5 time slot, not 5-minute. But I understand what you know.
Now if they didn't want to fill up, we didn't have to do the whole thing.
Okay,
we
so
would
it was only
the only thing we needed to do if they just wanted gas, they didn't want to fill up. We would check the oil and we'd wash the windshields, and that would be it.
Okay.
Everything else came with a fill up.
Okay, I gotcha. Okay, that makes a little bit better sense then.
And because of the additional service and the additional things that we did, we got a lot of fill ups.
And hey, I mean, again, I wouldn't want to do that every single time. But I'm also the type of person that, and I know this is bad, but I do kind of run it down before. I don't like going to the gas station every day.
Yeah.
I don't even like going to the gas station every week.
I put gas in one of my cars today.
It
was down to a quarter tank, so I went ahead and filled it up.
In my head, the Camry just goes and does it herself.
I have to do it once a month, whether I need to or not.
Yeah.
Now the other car, I do that once every 2 months, whether it needs it or not.
Nice.
So I don't drive it as much. Bought myself a little wagon. It's a little collapsible wagon. I picked it up in the sporting goods department. So I can. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is, when I get ready to take stuff to the post office, I'll just put it all in the little wagon and drag it over there.
Yeah, you see, you can do that in December, Texas weather where you're at.
Yeah, I can do that in the snow. It doesn't matter. Because, look how far away I am from the post office.
True,
It takes me about 9 minutes to walk there if I go slow.
I do miss where I used to live. I used to be able to walk to the post office.
I love small towns where everything's convenient, everything's right there. Unfortunately, there's really no businesses.
The place we lived before wasn't a small town. It was just everything was on a corner, and we kind of lived right in a good location where it's there was a Walgreens, a UDF, a McDonald's, Taco Bell, Papa John. I mean, everything was just right there within walking distance for us. So
we have a post office and we have a business.
Mm-hmm.
There's an old garage that used to be a mechanic shop that closed down many
years
ago, but they maintain their soda machine. So that's the business. We have a post office and a soda machine. And it's a Dr. Pepper machine.
Oh, nice.
And it doesn't sell fake Dr. Pepper. It's only the Dr. Pepper with sugar in it. So. But every now and then I'll see the doors open on that garage, and I go, "Oh my God!" Because he's got something. Not sure which car it is, but it's from the 30s.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to get my hands on it, and it looks immaculate.
Nice.
Mini marts make more business. They make more money and there's less liability. You see, that's the thing about a mechanic shop. There's a liability factor. So now you can have a service station, but it doesn't sell gas, or you can have a gas station that doesn't do any service.
Well, I'll tell you, it is so hard to find a good mechanic nowadays. The days of the backyard mechanic is, special.
We've got a few good mechanics in town. Usually they're backed up for weeks, though.
Right.
But there's one guy that if you have a big problem, he'll try to fit you in right away. Something minor, he'll call the person and say, "Look, I have an emergency thing that came in, and this is the problem. I'd like to kind of get that knocked out can you wait on yours? And
That's
most
cool.
people will say, sure, no problem.
The small town USA mentality, man.
Yeah, tune-ups. Tune-ups he fits in when he can. The other stuff, well, now, I mean, some cars, tune-up is a major deal.
I love when you gotta update your firmware in your car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a thing
yeah, I
now.
did that long ago.
Yeah, updating firmware in your car. It's like, oh, okay, and I get it. I don't know. To me, I live. If I may be so bold to quote Scotty from Star Trek 3 when they stole the Enterprise, and he handed Dr. McCoy the transwarp drive chips.
Yeah.
The more they overtake the plumbing, or the more they overtake the plumbing, the easier it is to stop up the drain.
Yeah.
Which, I've always wondered about that.
I got some Star Trek comics. Some gold key Star Trek comics.
Oh, now that's awesome. Because that was based on the original series there.
Yes, it was.
So I got a Trek question. And I know Jackson Woodkirk, he's in the chat there, and I know he does a lot of the Star Trek stuff. So the Excelsior, the NX 2000, pre-Sulu taking command, it was the test ship, right? It was supposed to test the transwarp drive. Scotty sabotaged it. Did they never go? I mean, from what we gathered, they never went back and revisited that. I mean, think about it. All through the rest of the original series, all through Next Generation, all through Voyager, especially Voyager. I mean, heck, what was after Voyager? Oh, well, then they went back. Oh, no, there was DS9, but DS9 kind of ran simultaneously as the last part of Next Gen and Voyager. Yeah. But all those shows, the Federation never had transwarp drive.
They never talked about transwarp.
And do you think that it was all because Scotty never revealed that he sabotaged the Excelsior?
Either that or they just never bothered talking about it.
Wait a minute. In Star Trek 4 at the trial, what was Scotty accused of? Okay, I got to do YouTube. Hold on.
I can't see why Voyager wouldn't have some kind of transwarp.
Well, I mean, oh God, yeah. I mean, I think at this point, because Voyager did it end in the 90s or late
it was 90s.
Early 2000s?
It was 90s.
Okay, so but they hitched a ride on a Borg transwarp conduit to get back to the Alpha Quadrant. Remember?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, I mean, think about it. Let's see, Star Trek.
But after the second season, I stopped calling it Voyager. I just called it the Jerry Ryan Show.
No, not Voyager. Star Trek.
See if I can grab this box.
Wow. Well, Jackson, I even think they said that they went past 10 in a couple, like, remember the Traveler in Next Generation, they went past warp 10.
Yeah.
And then, like, in the next gen, or in TOS, they kind of hinted at it. I don't know if they actually came out and said that they went past warp 10, but I think they skirt-tailed around that. But here, I'm going to mute myself right fast because I need to watch this. Okay, that's cool. Here,
Jigsaw number 1.
I'll make you big. You do your thing.
I don't need to be big. I'm just going to show a few of the goodies out of this neat box.
All right, you stall for time now.
Space Adventures with Captain Adam, or whatever his name was. Yeah. There's a Mission Impossible.
Okay, so they did say sabotage of the USS Excelsior, and Scotty kind of gives the side eye. But they never did anything about it afterwards. Very interesting.
Yeah, like they were going to do something to him anyway. I like this cover.
Oh, that's cool.
And finally, disobeying direct orders.
I like the. There's an old girls' romances from the 50s.
Oh, those are neat. Yeah.
On behalf of all of us, Mr. President, I'm authorized to plead guilty.
This looks familiar. Didn't I sell one of those the other day?
Something, yeah.
Got a few Archies, some Roadrunners, some Porky Pig, Yosemite Sam, Sad Sack that I don't have. That's cool. That's actually a Dell 4-color comic.
Oh, nice.
It's a long series of comics that they did various. They did different titles, and sometimes there were tryouts. Like there was some Mickey Mouse and some Donald Duck and other things. There's something that will make Diecast go crazy, because that's pre-Valiant. Could have sworn I had that in here. I don't see it. Maybe it's in one of the other boxes. Little Lulu. Most of this stuff is going to end up in my collection, unfortunately. Not all of it, but most of it. What's that doing in there? I don't even know what that is, but it's not, doesn't belong in this box. A green llama.
Cool.
You're seeing stuff you never heard of before. There you go.
Nice. Oh, hey, Collecting Chaos. I'm going to take your advice and get that video card and more RAM.
Oh, good.
I appreciate you stopping in, kind ma'am.
That's what I would have done. I think I've got that one, but I'm not sure. If I don't have it, that'll go up for sale.
Neat.
Or if I have it, it'll go up for sale. If I don't have it. And, yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, that's an Atlas comic. Predates Marvel. This is the company that turned into Marvel.
Warcraft. Appreciate you stopping in, kind sir.
So, yeah, I got some neat comics. Most of this box is going to end up in my collection. Because I like the old stuff. Except for that one. What is that image? So blue. Just have to remember it's there. I'll make a number 1 lot and put that in there.
Nice.
Yeah, so that box alone is probably $400. So I'm going to do good. Except that box alone, I'm not going to make any money off of, because I'm probably going to keep all the comics that are in it. Oh, well.
I got a few gold key Star Trek somewhere.
Yeah. I think that was like number 6 or something like that.
Travel carry them to the destination somewhat. You know, how do I want to say this? First season was rough. I mean, it was their first season. Honestly, my favorite season out of them all would definitely be season 2. Because they still kind of stayed within the episodes. And they were still raw enough, but they were finding their footing.
I got a kick out of the way Whoopi Goldberg's character ended up on there. She just wanted to be in a Star Trek, so she told them she'd do it for free.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
And they liked it so much they wrote her a part, so she would be in it. I don't think she got it. I don't think after that it was free. I think the first one was free, and after that they had to pay her.
Yeah. No, her character was definitely fun, and I liked the, which again, something that wasn't explained, the rivalry between her and Q.
Yeah, and the fact that they knew each other and they were not fans of each other.
No. And now remember, this is kind of cool. Is sorry, got
You know, I'm
there.
going to have to go back and rewatch them all now.
Well, they're on Netflix, and if you don't got Netflix, you can get them on DVD.
I've got
Yeah.
it. It's not
I've actually do got the original when they first came out on DVD. You know those big like silver boxes. I have all 7 of those.
and then I've got the original series.
Mhm.
I went back and rewatched it, and much like when I went back and rewatched Batman, I was not impressed with what I saw. There's a few episodes that are just iconic and just will stand the test of time, but most of them weren't that good. Not really. You tell it was a space western.
You know, I did see a trailer for the upcoming Picard. Now you gotta understand, I've only seen the first episode of Picard, the one that they actually broadcasted, kind of like Discovery, because I'm not paying for CBS Plus access, whatever it's called.
It'll be out on DVD eventually.
Yeah. But I did see where, like, I mean, it's a trailer, so I'm not giving spoilers away, unless you just don't want to see what's upcoming. Okay, I'll just stop talking.
Now
Because
that I'm curious.
Well, no, I kind of get pissed too when I see trailers and stuff is revealed in trailers. Like, just let me watch it, you know.
Yeah.
So, like when Halloween Kills started coming out, I stopped like watching trailers specifically because I wanted to go enjoy it, you know. And so I won't talk about that till after the fact. But rolling back, yeah. So Q was the first one who introduced the Borg.
Yep.
Into Next Generation. But then season 3 came along, and that's when you had your first cliffhanger. And then they did it every single season. And I mean,
well, it got to the point where every single TV show was doing cliffhangers at the end of every season.
Yeah. But I remember, and I know I've said this story so many times, so you know exactly where I'm going with this. But the summer of Best of Both Worlds Part 1, that was a long summer. And I don't know about you, but when Best of Both Worlds Part 2 came out, it seemed like it just... The build-up was more exciting than the actual conclusion.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that happened like that on a lot of different shows that I was watching. I watched a lot of TV in the 90s. That's one of the reasons why I don't watch much TV, if any at all, is because of the cliffhangers. I got tired of that crap. I don't want to wait 6 months to see it. I want to see it now. Therefore, I'll just wait till it all comes out on DVD so I can watch it straight through. And if I know something's going to end up in, if I'm watching a season 1 and I don't have a season 2, I won't watch the last episode.
You know, it's funny. because when she was on, I think she was still on that. What is it? Is it The View, the talk show that she's on? I don't know. She's on a talk show, and they had Patrick Stewart on, and Stewart asked her if she would come back. So I did see that little clip. That was pretty cool. Let's be real, Patrick Stewart. Yeah, that's true. Not the same. Best of Both Worlds reference from the movies Clerks. What? I don't understand.
Yeah, actually, I think it is the same Best of Both Worlds. In the movie Clerks, they actually start comparing Star Wars and Star Trek, and they mention Best of Both Worlds.
Oh God, I've only seen Clerks in the 90s, so it's been a while. So
it might be one of those movies you want to go back and check out again.
I know I liked it. I've seen it a couple times, but it's been since the 90s.
Never saw Clerks. Here, let's just boot him out right now. No, I don't want to boot anybody. So instead of doing that, I'll do this.
There you go. By the way, speaking of that, did you actually go and watch my video?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you came up with a good idea. I'm not going to... you tried something. It didn't work out the way you were hoping. I gave you some tips on how to do it. Don't use alcohol in comic books.
No. Now, I will say I did use alcohol in something today. But no.
Toys, sure.
Yeah.
Comic books, no.
Yeah, no. That's where
you can, but you put it on there, you leave it for a few seconds, you take it off. You don't blot, or you don't rub, you blot, and you blot with like a piece of cotton or something, not with your alcohol pad. And
did you hear the background, the background track? Now I'd say music, but it wasn't music.
Yeah. It did sound vaguely familiar.
Yeah, it was the same video. And what was ironic is I was using the metal thing right as you said, this is why I don't use the metal. I'm like, oh, hey. But no, I knew at the alcohol, this is when you would be like, no, Patrick, don't do this.
Well, no, I didn't, because you experimented and you tried and you learned. So that's all good.
Yeah.
But I want to see you make an omelet without breaking eggs.
Not gonna happen.
Yeah, and you can't learn to do comic cleaning or comic repair without hurting a few of them. You have not ruined that comic, but you definitely decreased the value and decreased the actually not that much. You didn't decrease the condition that much because of that spine split. It was already in pretty bad shape.
Yeah, but it is what it is.
I mean, I was working on the cover for that adventure comic today, and I lost a lot of ink. I'll just put it that way.
All right.
Even when you see me use the Q-tips, what I'll do is I'll set it on there and I'll roll the Q-tip. I don't rub it. I roll it.
So I did use alcohol today on something. Corrosion.
Yeah.
I have this old Coca-Cola clock. It was from the restaurant in the 90s. We had a flood in 96.
Oh, you're in Cincinnati. Yeah, that's understandable.
It was either 96 or 97. Well, anyway, one of those floods, there was 6 feet of water in the restaurant. Yeah. It didn't actually get the clock, but when they remodeled, they decided not to put the clock back up in the dining room. and he was going to throw it away. And I said, "Hey, do you care if I have?" Because it's an actual it's a promo. It's not something. I mean, I guess you could find it like an antique store or something of that nature, but it wasn't meant for consumer
Right.
population. And I just thought it was cool, you know. So I've had it in every kitchen of every place that I've ever lived since
Yeah.
I've acquired it. And so today I noticed that it stopped ticking. I'm like, all right, cool, change the battery. So I go to change the battery, it had corroded. I'm like, oh man, no. So I'd get the battery out, get down the toothbrush and the 91 proof alcohol and start scrubbing the poop out of it. Get the tweezers out, get the Q-tips out, get the toothpicks out. Got it cleaned. No zoom or no. Veronica. She said zone us. Anyway, it wouldn't. So I'd spend about an hour getting it fixed today. But bottom line is, I was able to get it cleaned up. I was able to get it to do its thing, and it is working and hanging back in my current kitchen again.
Yeah, I was just going to ask him that. Why didn't you consider using white vinegar?
I didn't even think about it. I'll be honest with you.
Because white vinegar is a mild acid, and that would have worked even better.
Oh, really? Okay, I'll try that next time. Yeah. We used. I was using the methods that I used at the phone shop. We always used alcohol on the connectors.
Yeah, there's two types of vinegar. Okay, basically, there's a lot of different types of vinegar, but two that are in my kitchen. There's white vinegar, and there's apple cider vinegar. The apple cider vinegar is for food. The white vinegar is for cleaning and for removing corrosion.
Yeah, but does it dissipate as fast as the alcohol?
No.
No. Okay, that's why we use the alcohol like we did, is because again you're dealing with microelectronics, and you don't want that stuff, hanging out.
No, you have to clean it off.
Right.
What I would suggest is you use a little bit of vinegar and then you use the alcohol.
Gotcha.
So
okay.
You use the vinegar to clean the contacts, use the alcohol because the alcohol will mix with vinegar and evaporate almost immediately.
Gotcha. Okay. Because basically what I would do is I would lightly get the alcohol on my toothbrush and kind of scrub and then hit it with the heat gun so it evaporates. So again, you didn't run the risk of it going into the device and doing more.
Okay, if you're using a heat gun on it, the vinegar would probably dissipate almost as fast as the alcohol.
Okay.
You wouldn't be using that much, and you'd probably be applying it with a Q-tip anyway.
Right. So, okay. Well, that's good to know.
Probably wouldn't be a problem.
Well, I'll pick up some white vinegar next time I'm out.
Yeah, I'm going to disassemble that Spider-Man car I have and see if I can get it to work. I have a feeling it either has a bad connection somewhere, or possibly a loose connection, or possibly some corrosion that I need to take care of. And if I can get it to work, I can get some money out of it. If I can't get it to work, it's just a piece of dead
white vinegar with an alcohol chaser. I like that, Don.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. The isopropyl alcohol, not the drinking kind.
You know what we haven't done this whole entire show?
What?
We haven't plugged anything.
We haven't plugged anything?
No,
well, is it ready?
Do you really want to have this conversation on a live? What I was saying, though, is...
But you're right, we haven't.
There we go.
Well, a little bit, because I mentioned that, this stuff is going to go up for sale tomorrow.
That's true.
But there wasn't a blatant plug like you just did, which we like that.
Yeah.
I have more Post-its to use for tomorrow's auction. I've already used the first one. Thank you again, John, if you're still here. I was scared I was going to get stuck with it. That is actually a little keychain. So I guess I could have gotten away with it by putting it in my keychain collection, but no, I don't want to risk it.
I don't blame you.
I really have to look this up and see if it's worth anything.
What's that?
Charlie.
Oh, the blue variant.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is kind of strange, man.
Charlie Blue. Maybe it's not Charlie Brown. Maybe it's his cousin.
Did he have a cousin?
I have no idea. They never went into his family, other than his sister Sally.
Alrighty, good sir. Well, it is the top of the hour.
Oh, I guess it's time to close it down then. Dawn's going to bed, so it's time for us to close it down, I guess. Want to thank everybody for showing up, and we do appreciate it. And I'll go back and read the chat later, so I know what all everybody said, because I was off in my own little never world and didn't pay much attention, and I apologize for that. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you saw some things you've never seen before coming out of my little box there, and maybe out of the other box. The Blue Charlie is on eBay. Okay, I'll check it out. And we will see you tomorrow night on Horizon Picks channel for the blowout auction for the end of the week that Patrick went ahead and put in the... and there may be a special announcement tomorrow night. I don't know. We'll have to see. So there you go. What do you have to say, Mr. Murphy?
Well, actually, I'm going to be doing two things tomorrow. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Two things. Not one, but two. That's right. So tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I am going to be on the Cajun Roots Reseller TGIF Friday auction starting at 2 p.m. Eastern. I'm getting ready to drop that in the chat here if my fingers will cooperate. So I'm basically stalling for time. I just dropped that in the chat, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Cajun Roots TGIF Friday auction. So come check that out. I greatly appreciate that. And then tomorrow night, as the aforementioned TGIF, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Horizon Picks channel. Preview will be hopefully out by Johnny's show in the morning, so we can give you a preview of what is going to be some of the features.
Some of what might show up.
Some of what might show up. So yeah.
And my show tomorrow on Friday morning, Freeform Friday, I'll show you some other stuff that I picked up. So a few more comics, and maybe go over some of those toys again for those people that didn't make it to tonight's show. So let's close this out. What have you got to say about that?
Alrighty. So remember, everybody, be good not only to each other, but most importantly, be good to that person staring back at you every single day in the mirror.
And don't forget, before you handle your comics, your cards, toys, games, whatever you happen to be into, make sure you wash your hands. It's good for your collectibles. Most of all, it's good for your health. And where is that rascally cat? I know he's around here somewhere.